What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about this TONEX One pedal, okay? So this pedal, I bought it like a month ago and I'm in love with this pedal because, I can get a great sound of this from this little unit, I have no complaints about the tones that I'm getting out of this unit, okay? But there is one problem with this unit. What if I wanted to change the presets on the go or while I'm recording or just simply jamming? Or just practicing guitar, right? I wanted to change the presets on the go. And this one only has 1-foot switch, so this can't do much. Like probably I can change 1 or 2 presets. And the problem is like I wanted to connect my MIDI foot controller to this device. It doesn't work. Like I have this MIDI Captain, right? And I was hoping to use my MIDI Captain to this TONEX device. And I found out that this guy does not take a MIDI foot controller directly. Why in the hell? Like, I don't get it. Like, that sucks, right? Or I wanted to use this simple Mvave Chocolate Plus, but I can't. Like, I was really frustrated when I found that. I almost like returned this product. The reason I did not return it was like because I have a shitload of great tones here. Dream Theater, Eric Johnson, Andy Timmons, like I have those presets here that I'm in love with those. So I kept it. And I found a solution that could work with my MIDI foot controller. And I think that's a game changer. So I'm going to show you in this video, this guy right here, Pirate MIDI, Polar Mini by Pirate MIDI. So they are based in Australia. They've got different types of device like this. For example, this one has a screen on it. It's very tiny, right? And what this thing does is this communicates with your MIDI foot controller. For example, this communicates with my MIDI Captain, and I can connect this to my TONEX. This will take 9-volt power supply, right? And I can connect Type-C cable to here, and this is gonna power my TONEX One at the same time. And my MIDI foot controller, I can connect this here and control everything on my TONEX. If I want to change the presets on it, I can do it from here. Or if I wanted to turn my delay on and off, modulation, reverb on and off, or even set the tap tempo, now I can do this because of this guy right here, okay? There are other solutions too. You can find it online. Probably like another good solution is like buying an air step for TONEX. But if you buy an air step for TONEX, you only have one MIDI foot controller that can only work with TONEX, right? So it's not very flexible. But I want some flexibility. So for me, this guy right here, Polar Mini by Pirate MIDI, works perfect. And I'll show you in the video how I set it up here. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I've got everything I need here. I've got my MIDI Captain, my Polar Mini, my TONEX right here, and Type-C cable. And your Polar Mini comes with this adapter right here. This is very important, so don't lose it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem. Because this one has a small thread on it, so this one goes right here for your power. And I'm just using this power bank right here to power on. So let's see. I'm gonna hook this up. And my Type-C cable goes from my Polar Mini, which is the Type-C cable is right here, to my TONEX, and that should power my TONEX too. So let's put this here. It's a little bit messy, and this one simply goes to my TONEX right there, right? All right, so let's put this a little bit down. Now let's turn the power bank on and see if it gives me power. All right, so as you can see, my Polar Mini is on and it powered the TONEX too, right? So now I need to power my MIDI Captain, but I need to hook up my MIDI Captain to my Polar Mini as well. So for that, I need this cable right here. So this one goes to my MIDI Captain, MIDI out, and this one goes to this input right here in Polar Mini. You've got two right here. Make sure to put it on the top one right there, simply. And now this one goes to MIDI out so it can send the MIDI message, right? There we go. And let's turn the MIDI Captain on as well. Right, so I'm using my MIDI Captain on a gig mode. If you want to learn how to set up a MIDI Captain, that's going to be a separate video. But this video, I'm just showing you how to use this Polar Mini with MIDI Captain so you can control your Tonex, okay? All right, so one important thing about this Pirate MIDI is it's got a Wi-Fi editor, okay? So to connect to the Wi-Fi network, you gotta do it really fast within 60 seconds, of your Polar Mini being powered up. So let's power this on, and I'm gonna go to my phone, go to Wi-Fi, and right here. So you're gonna see Tonex config, right? And I already put the password on it, so it should be connected. It's not gonna ask my password. But if you're looking for a password for that, there is a default password. The default password would be 1234567 okay? That's the password if it's asking for the password. The next step is to go to your Access editor, which is your browser, and that's going to be tonex.local. So let's go to Safari, and let's simply go to tonex.local. So yeah, it's right there. It says waiting for a connection. Okay, now it's already connected, right? This is the Wi-Fi editor right here. So with this, what this allows you to do is like you can basically control your parameters, change the level of your effects from this unit, and also cycle through a lot of presets from here as well, So let's go to preset map right here. As you can see, all my presets are here. If I want, I can change the order of this preset, right? This arrow down and up button, so I could do that. So this will give you 20 presets to play with, right? So bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, bank 4, and bank 5 with the 4 preset on each bank. So which is really handy. Also, if you go to, let's say, globals, there's a tap tempo there. You can set the tap tempo from here as well. And all the gate, compressor, EQ, reverb, modulation, delay, you can pretty much change it to post or pre, and then you can change the threshold, release, depth, however you want it. So this web editor is really useful, really handy. So I highly recommend you to use this as well. So as you can see on the Pirate MIDI Polar Mini screen right here, you see all this information. Look on top, there's a Wi-Fi right there, right? And Bluetooth. That means if you want to connect your MIDI foot controller via Bluetooth, you can connect that on here as well. For example, this Mvave Chocolate Plus, it's got Bluetooth, and this can connect to your Polar Mini wirelessly as well if you want to go that route. But I'm just using this MIDI Captain in this video, so yeah. And then this right here indicator is your Type-C cable, which is already connected, okay? And if you come right here on the left-hand side, it says CD, M, and R, so that refers to your compressor, delay, modulation, and reverb. And number 1 is my first preset right here, and BPM is just your tap tempo for your delay, okay? So on here, how I set it up is this 4-foot switch is gonna change my preset here, and this 4-foot switch would turn my delay on and off, my reverb on and off, modulation on and off, and my tap tempo is right here, okay? So this is my first preset. Second would be my lead pack to Glasgow. As you can see, it's changing here as well, right? And third is my Eric Johnson Cliffs of Dover lead pack, and my 4th preset is Sean Lynn. Okay, as you can see, it's changing here too, right? So this one is, like I said, let's see, the modulation is on now, off, right? So it's gonna toggle through my modulation on and off. And this one is, let's see, delay, my delay on and off, right? As you can see on the screen right there. And this one is simply my reverb on and off, right? And this one, I set this up for my tap tempo. So right now it's 121. So if I just, press that, it's gonna change the number right there. So, okay. And then this 2-foot switch is simply changing my bank. So I started my pace from number 5. from this MIDI Captain, because from number 1 to 4 I set this MIDI Captain for my different multi FX, but for my Tonex I started with page 5. Okay, so this is on the page 5. Now let's go to page 6 and see what happens. I'm gonna push that button right there. See, now my preset is number 5 right there, right? And that's preset number 6, preset number 7, preset number 8, and this will do the same thing. If I push that, that's the modulation on, modulation off, delay on, delay off, reverb on, reverb off, and it's gonna change my BPM with this foot switch right there. So if you already own this TONEX One pedal, I think this Polar Mini, Pirate MIDI is going to be a great investment. It's gonna cost you probably $75 to $79. I ordered it from Australia. It took me about like 3 to 4 weeks to get in here, probably 3 weeks. But you know, I think this is a game changer for TONEX One, and it simply unlocks your TONEX One, you know, and you can control everything. If you have one of the MIDI controllers like MIDI Captain, or you can simply use the Mvave Chocolate Plus, which is cheaper too, right? And this is not a sponsored video. I bought it myself. Simply, I was looking for a solution for my TONEX One pedal to use it with my MIDI foot controller, right? So I couldn't find any other better solution for that except for this one. So if you go on their website, they have different type of Pirate MIDI device like this. One is without the screen. I think it's called Pico Mini. That one does not have a screen like this, but it's got the same functionality as this one, right? I simply like this one because it's got a screen and I can see all my presets here, and you know, I can see my FX if it's turned on or off. It gives me that, right? And if you want something like this with the foot switch, they have that as well. It's got 2 foot switch on it, same screen. I simply don't need that because I have the MIDI Captain, so that's gonna work as my MIDI foot controller, so I don't need the extra foot switch on this device, right? Also, they have one, the bigger one with the touch screen on it. So if you buy one of those, that one is expensive. I'll put that on the screen here. That one will allow you to simply edit everything on the pedal itself, you know. So if you have that with the touch screen, you don't even need to go to the website editor to change the parameter from the editor, right? So you can just simply do it on the pedal itself. So that's it for the video, guys, and I'm so sorry I did not play guitar on this video because the video was going to be very long, and I simply wanted to make the video about this Polar Mini Pirate MIDI hooking up with my Tonex with the MIDI foot controller. So simple as that. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Cheers.